everybody! Firstly, I want to apologize if I sound and or look ill in this video, and I am. That's the truth. As you know if you follow us on Twitter, Bex and I just came back from Paris, and it was a really great time, but it's left me a little worse for the wear. I think probably standing a lot of time in the cold and 2 bus trips with questionable individuals on either side of me whom I don't know the hygiene or health of might have had something to do with it, so I will be drinking maybe copious amounts of tea through this entire thing. Anyway, I had an incredible opportunity about a week ago to attend the Penguin UK General Blogger and this year Vlogger night in London at Foyles, and it was an incredible time. Special thanks to Leah for organizing and inviting me. It was fantastic. A bunch of the bloggers and vloggers, this is the first year they did vloggers in the area, all got together and were present for some readings from some authors that are up and coming and have their books being published. A couple first-time authors and a couple, I want to say, seasoned veterans who are going to be releasing books. And it was a lot of talking and listening and piano playing and just meeting everybody and having some wine and having some free books too, which was really exciting. Believe it or not, I did manage to take some footage of the author's reading. However, my camera was slowly running out of space, so there isn't footage from all of them, but we did have some of the following people present. We had Radian Brooke, author of The Aftermath.
Lewis was trusting that the faded grandeur, the serving of tea, the antiphonal sounds of clinking cutlery, and the thick carpeting would create the ambience of comfort and reassurance he required for his difficult announcement.
We had Jonathan Coe, who wrote this book, Expo 58, which I managed to pick up. It is a story from the back, says about sinister spies and Englishmen abroad in a pub called Britannia. Welcome to the center of the world, welcome to Belgium, welcome to Expo 85. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get any footage of this man reading, but the excerpt that he did read to us was very hysterical. There was Bernadine Evaristo with her new book, Mr. Loverman.
Last time it happened was when he decided to become vegetarian, which was rather amusing, as that fella has spent the whole of his life stuffing his face with every part of an animal except his hair and teeth.
Alicia Foster read War Paint.
Was then the Ministry of Information's dark other, its shadow, creepy and vaporous, conjuring up the malign elements of human nature, lust, envy, fear, hatred, from the hidden villa in the wood.
Mohsin Hamid read From How to Get Filthy Rich in Rising Asia, which I unfortunately did not pick up a copy of, but it sounded like it was very good. Catherine O'Flynn read from Mr. Lynch's Holiday.
They walked in silence, keeping to the pavement, though there were no cars to be seen or heard. Junk mail was visible sticking out from every letterbox. Flyers for mobile phones and estate agents lay inert here and there on the street, unhurried by any breeze.
Joanna Rossiter read from The Sea Change, which is her first novel, and I actually got to speak with her for a little while afterwards. She is an incredibly, wonderfully nice individual, and this is her first novel, and I'm very excited to read it. Sadly, I did not get to pick up a copy of that book either, but I definitely will be. And lastly, we had James Robertson reading from The Professor of Truth.
All you need to know is that there has been a plane crash.
You'll notice at that point my camera lost storage space and I didn't actually get to record any of his reading from his book, but I assure you it was very good and very interesting, and that is also something I'll be picking up. Mind you, everybody that read that evening was introduced by a piece of music they selected themselves, played by this cheeky pianist right here. While I didn't manage to pick up all of the copies from the authors that read that evening, there were others from authors that were not present. This is Eleanor Morse's White Dog Fell from the Sky. It is a smuggling story from South Africa to Botswana. Suzanne Rindell's The Other Typist, which is about a typist in 1924 New York Prohibition era. There was a card for this book on every chair that evening, which makes me think that it's going to be really important and exciting, and I am very intrigued to read it. It's rather big, and I'm very excited. There was The Story of My Purity by Francesco Pacifico, which markets itself as the Roman Catholic answer to Philip Roth's controversial classic Portnoy's Complaint. This is apparently a searingly funny tale of guilt, male neurosis, and sexual compulsion. We'll see. And John Banville's Ancient Light, which, from what I can tell, is the story of a 15-year-old boy who becomes involved romantically with his best friend's mother, who is about 34. It sounded intriguing. We'll find out. So those are the books I collected. It was a really great time, like I already mentioned. I got to meet a lot of really wonderful people, mostly from YouTube. The vloggers were new this year to the event, and we sort of wound up talking to each other a lot. The YouTube people stuck together. And it was just a really fun night, and I want to say thanks again to Leah for inviting me. Thanks to Penguin for being Penguin and being awesome. And I'm really excited to read all of these books at some point in the very near future. The near future being said, I have a matter of days left in England, and it's getting to be a little bit sad the more I think about that. So I will at least have a month left before I return to Washington for more class this summer, and I hopefully will get a lot of reading done in that time, so be on the lookout for reviews of some of these, but obviously not before they are finally released. Hope you all are having lovely weeks and lovely lives, and I will talk to you soon.